Welcome back to another video. So in this one, we're going to talk about broker setup and requirements, the tools of the trade. So there are two different account types when you go to set up a broker. There's a cash account and a margin account, right? Now, a cash account, you're essentially limited to the cash on hand. You can't borrow any money. You can trade options in these, but you're limited to simply buying calls and puts. You can't do any spreads. You can't do any naked selling. And in a cash account, the PDT rule does not apply. And in the next slide, I'll get into what the PDT rule is. But basically, if you have 10 grand in a cash account, you can use up to 10 grand and trade as much as you want in it pretty much every single day. Now, a margin account is a different type of account where you can have leverage. Now, a really important instinct to make is when you're trading options, you don't actually use any margin at all. Okay, you don't use any margin, but for some type of option trades, you need a margin account. I know that's confusing, but you don't actually borrow any money when you're trading options. You always need the amount of capital in your account to be the max loss of the trades that you can put on for an account. Okay, it may be different for naked selling depending on how much capital you have, but for most of the strategies, that's where you want to be. Now, on a margin account for options, you can, again, do buy and calls. You can do cover calls. You can also do spreads. You can do naked selling. Settlement's instant buying power. So if you have let's say a $40,000 account and you put $30,000 in a trade and you get in and out within a few minutes, you can instantly use that buying power again the same day. As opposed to a cash account, you have to wait 1 day for options. Now, the PDT rule applies if under 25K. I'll talk about that now. So what actually is a PDT rule? Now, as I'm making this, they actually put something in the course where they're going to lower this to a lot lower. So right now, as it stands, if you have a margin account with less than $25,000, you are restricted to only taking 3 day trades within any 5 rolling business days, okay? So that does limit some of your trades if you're looking to do 0 TTE. Now, as I said, they just put something in the courts, like the U.S. government, where they're going to lower this to, I think, a few $1,000s, which is going to be huge. It's going to allow a lot of people to trade basically every day on spreads with way less capital required. But as it stands right now, it's at $25,000. So check the news. Depending on when I'm making this, it'll probably change and be a lot lower, which is amazing. But again, you only can take 3 day trades within a 5 rolling day period if you have less than $25,000. So what actually counts as a day trade? Well, you essentially buy and sell on the same day. If it's in the next day, so you say buy Monday and you sell Tuesday, then it does not count. Now, if you have, let's say, $15,000 and you want to be able to take a ton of day trades in the same day, well, it might make sense to use a cash account, right? There's no PDT in the cash account. The only issue is you can't use spreads when doing this, okay? So important rule to understand. Now, getting approved for spreads is also important when it comes to this, right? As I said, anytime you sign up for a broker and a margin account, you need to apply, and you can't just trade spreads right away. Typically, for most brokers, you need to apply for different tiers, right? It may be level 1, it may be level 2. Some brokers call it level 3. Some brokers, they don't have the numbers. They just call it spreads level. And so you have to apply for an upgrade, right? And so typically, you have to add in your knowledge and your risk tolerance. And so typically, if you say you have 0 years of experience, you have low risk tolerance, you're more than likely going to get denied, right? They only want people that have experience in options trading to be able to trade these types of spreads. So for most people and for most strategies, you need to apply to get level 2 spreads, level 3 for naked selling. Again, a lot of people are going to get denied for level 3. So if you're just looking to trade spreads, which is what most people do, I would just apply for level 2 as spreads and go from there. Now, popular options brokers. Now, I'm not here to give you a recommendation on which brokers to use. I want you to do your own research. However, all the ones on the screen here are ones that I've personally used, and they are ones that are regulated by the U.S. So tastytrade, Tradier, Public, TradeStation, and Charles Schwab, or TOS, which is their trading platform called Thinkorswim, are all pretty popular and pretty good brokers that I've personally used, and that typically they're going to get the job done for you. So no huge advantage compared from one to the other, but all good brokers to use if you're looking to get started and go from there. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and get started with your brokers if you haven't yet. I'll see you all in the next video.